Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks everybody for what you guys have done for me. Much appreciated. I'm doing a lot better now. Thank you so much. And on today's episode, we're gonna do some testing. I want to see the difference between external spring shocks with internal spring shocks. We're gonna test out the King external spring shocks. It's on the Axial SCX 10.2. We want to see how much articulation this thing has. And let me show you what the other shocks that we have that are internals. Here they are, guys. Injora built-in spec 4-piece 100mm internal shock blue. Let's go ahead and get these all unwrapped and let's check them out. Man, they look pretty nice. Mountain internal spring. Check that out right there. That's a winner. We got a bunch of different spring rates we can actually change in this thing. Nice. I think I'm going to set up the front a little bit stiffer than the rear, just because the axle's got so much weight in the front. We got a set of 4 matching. Now what we're going to do is we're going to test the axial out the way it sits now. We're going to see how much articulation, and we're going to do it on, thank you Lee for this. We're going to do it with the thing that Lee built me to play with my little rock crawlers. We're gonna actually just run one wheel right up the side of it and see how far we can go. And wherever it goes, we're gonna stop and we're gonna mark it. And then we're gonna take the other truck, the truck with the other shocks, and do the same thing. See if we match it or improve on it. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get to the test of the King external spring shocks first. Test number 1. Okay, back tire's just about off the ground. Let's walk around and take a look at everything. Get you a little bit closer look. There you go. Some good height. Guys, see where that tire is at, right at that screw? I'm gonna mark that tire right there as well. Check the back side. Good articulation. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing marked up. Leaving you guys on camera. Want you guys to see everything. Got my Sharpie out. Now I'm going to mark the front of the tire so we know how far it went. There, right there, right there. There's the tire. Okay, let's go ahead and get the shocks changed out. Now we are going to try the Injora internal shocks. These are called mountains. These are 100 millimeter. I've gone ahead and did the spring change, so I've got the springs correct. 20 weight oil. It doesn't seem to have a whole lot of oil. I think the oil is more of a lubrication than anything else, but we're gonna go ahead and see if we've increased it, decreased it, or kept it about the same. Okay, tire's off. Tire just starts picking up right there. Let's go ahead and get up close and see where it's at. Alright, definitely down a little bit from the King. There's the King shock on height with the articulation. And here's with the Mountain. Definitely a little difference. Get good articulation, as you guys can see. Let's get on the other side and look at it. What I like about it, there's no tire rub, but you still got decent articulation. Get to see how that shock works. That's fully extended. Not bad. Not much of a difference, but definitely a little difference. It's not as good. Well, I want to try one more thing. I want to try the stock axial shocks. We're going to go ahead and get a comparison on what is actually better. Let's go ahead and get into that part right now. This is test number 3, just a little bonus. I want to have something that is neutral. This is my Remo Hobby. Same as the Axial Honcho edition. I actually got axial shocks on this one. Got the stock axial shocks. And we wanted, my curiosity, and I want to share it with you guys. Is it the same? Is it worse? Or is it better for the articulation with stock versus the internal shocks versus the Kings? So this kind of gives you a direction. Now the Kings, I think, is 110 millimeter. The internal Injora mountain shocks are 100 millimeter, and these are stocks. I'm not sure what the stock axial shocks are, but we're gonna see exactly how this thing performs, see if it actually articulates the same, less, or more. Okay, back tire is just about ready to come up off the ground. That's pretty impressive. Let's get you guys up to a closer look. The verdict's in. And that mark right there, that's with the Injora 100 millimeter shocks. So I'm gonna say they're exactly the same. And here's our Kings way up here. So definitely King, if you want more articulation, Kings are the way to go. Good articulation in the rear. Good drop. Man, I don't know. This is a tough decision. Well, let's go ahead and get to the closing here and get my final opinion on everything. Man, I don't know, guys. It's a tough decision. I guess with the internal spring shocks and the stock shocks, I'm going to call that a dead even heat on that. It's all about preference. I mean, you can get the same workings, maybe a little bit softer, but the same articulation with internals as externals on stock. You want to get even more articulation and make things work even better, it's Kings all day long. I'm liking those Kings. This is just with my test. Somebody else may have a different result in their test, but under my circumstances, trying to keep the same spring, same softness, same oils, you guys see it. The verdict's in on that. You guys make the choice on yourself. But all in all, internal spring shocks aren't too bad. They look cool. For the price, I think it was around 30 something bucks for these shocks at the time of this video, and you get complete upgradable springs. I mean, you got a bunch of different ratios you can go with. You don't have to run oil in these. I got some in there for lubrication. Gives it the droop a little bit more of a droop style. But all in all, it was an awesome test, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out my video. And again, give the video a big thumbs up. I want to thank all my supporters out there. Thank you so much. Man, we're making a good mark here. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. We're going to catch you on the next episode. Take care, guys.